friends on the Handsome Pod. Chatting with friends on the Handsome Pod.
Cheers.
Hello, it's your friend Tig Notaro on the Handsome Pod, and I'm sitting here with my co-hosts.
Your friend May Martin.
And your other friend, Fortune Feimster.
Oh, looking handsome.
Just a couple of friends.
No, more than a couple.
A triad.
A triad of
your
handsome
best
friends. Sitting here perfectly normal. Nothing.
Just having a lovely hang. Having some whisk.
Having some whisk.
That's short for whiskey.
Yes. And also long for a I have to confess, that's an old joke of mine.
Oh, is it really?
It did seem to come pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, I am quick.
I do know that about you.
Okay.
So I'm slow, and I've been coming up with short for Wisconsin for the past 45 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Thanks.
But when
when
I say my name and people ask, "Oh, is that short for something?" and I say, "No, it's long for t."
It's very good.
That's another good one.
Yeah, it's good.
You got
I thought it was short for Tidge.
Well, of course.
I feel like in your brain there's just like a filing cabinet of bits that you can just like pull from at any, like your bit upstairs of you like falling into a bar. Like,
No, being thrown out of a bar.
Oh, thrown out of a bar. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Yes, yeah. Did you understand it correctly?
I thought you were like getting out of a brawl or something.
Well, no. The idea is that I guess maybe I forgot to mention that I have somebody behind me that yells, "And stay out."
Oh, see, that was important to the bit.
Yeah.
So when I'm in New York, people hang out on the sidewalks, chatting, smoking, whatever. And then I like to throw myself out of the door of a bar.
Yeah.
And then look back while I'm like dusting myself off. And it's good to have someone in the bar that yells, "And stay out." And then you just walk
that does
off.
sell it.
Uh-huh.
Have you been kicked out of a bar before?
No.
Me neither.
Have you?
Maybe just for being underage as a teenager, I think. Like there was this one bar called Timeless that you knew you could drink if you were like 10, and we would all go and then one day I think that because he cracked down, he just was like, "This is out of hand. It's full of kids." Like,
oh no!
Wait, literally 10?
No, like 14 kind of on. Yeah.
Someone definitely looks 14 when they're 14.
Yeah, exactly. And
You currently look 14.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And he would like. In a way, it
What
was
about
kind of
me?
a safe place. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, you look, you look 14.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, the bar's called Timeless. Time does not exist.
Yeah.
That's true.
That could have been y'all's argument.
Yeah.
It felt like a kind of island of lost toys, but it was like a safe place to drink as well.
What
I don't
was
know.
your drink of choice?
50. This beer called 50. It tastes like pee and water.
Ew.
We would just drink 50s.
Okay.
And have you ingested urine before?
Have you ever been lost in a desert?
I'm actually thinking.
Or even on track in a desert, like exactly knowing where you're going. Have you?
But are people in a desert going somewhere?
Yeah, you might be just going to the oasis.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might want to you're walking your camel over to get a sip from the oasis.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever drunk pee. I
can answer this with certainty. I've never drank pee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any
that's what
interest?
I mean.
No. I love that you're like, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it seems like the kind of like prank I would, but no, I definitely haven't drunk pee.
Okay.
Well, you don't sound like you're lying or anything.
But it's like, I feel interrogated.
Have you drunk pee?
Yeah.
Have you?
Why?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay. You were very convincing.
I would if I was dying of thirst for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you're in a situation of survival.
Yeah.
Well, how
a lot of
long?
things.
When do you know you're about to die of thirst?
Well-
your body just tells. Oh, is this a Mayfact?
Well,
Mayfact.
you're looking for some numbers and stats. Well,
Crunch.
you can't. You can not drink water for 7 days, I think. Eating,
Wait,
you can go 21 days
y'all
without
should
eating.
Google this before you.
Yeah, no one try this at home. But
a million. Anything May is saying. Let me be
You
clear.
should always follow
Yeah.
Google
This is
search.
a comedy
Huge
podcast. If you have any criticisms or questions, this is a comedy podcast. Go ahead.
you cannot eat for 21 days, but I think drinking is like 3 days. Thomas?
Wait, it went from 7 to 3.
What about? Hold on. Here's my question.
I just jumped from 7 to
7
3.
to 3 is a big difference.
22 days.
21.
You're out.
with no food.
Right, but at day 22, goner.
God,
Yeah,
I
just
I can barely
drunk
skip
that.
one meal. that would be difficult.
Well, and then also, I remember during Hurricane Katrina,
Yeah.
people like I remember this story about some guy that was like in his garage, like in the rafters,
Yeah.
for I think almost 2 weeks.
Oh.
Didn't have any water.
Jeez. And yeah, that's the thing. All these things are mutable, right? If you can meditate, if you're the Dalai Lama,
Yeah, you can.
you could meditate.
None of us are the Dalai
Are
Lama.
we not?
No.
You can will yourself to live maybe
Mm-hmm.
past the 3 to 7 days.
Well, maybe he was drinking his urine.
The guy in Hurricane Katrina or the
Yeah.
Dalai Lama?
Yeah, anybody really.
Or
I
a-
mean,
or
who cares?
a doll that looks like a llama. I don't know. Oh, God.
I think it's one of your best.
We're off to a strong
Yeah.
start.
Llama.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm having a hard time looking at you too.
Why?
Why?
I don't know. No reason.
Huh?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, so
For those of you that watch our YouTube channel, you'll understand why I said that.
I've never felt better and more myself.
yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, how about you?
It looks very natural.
You look
Does it?
very handsome.
Yes. Yes.
I will tell you guys, I just got back from Europe,
Uh-huh.
and I went to Paris, London, and Amsterdam. Had shows in London and Amsterdam. A lot of Handsome fans
Real.
out there. Yeah,
I love that.
a lot of Handsome fans. I've mentioned the podcast and got a lot of woo-woos.
God,
And there's a bunch of people wearing a Handsome shirt. Again, YouTube followers, check this out.
people that are listening, I hope you can hear Fortune's shirt.
I'm wearing a Handsome t-shirt.
Yeah.
Do Amsterdam Handsome listeners maybe pronounce panties panties?
They probably do.
And so they don't get the
They
joke.
don't get the joke.
I
They're
know.
Yeah.
They I'm not nailing the Dutch accent, but there was a lot of like, I like Handsome, very very good podcast, Handsome.
I
Yeah,
thought
you really
nailed-
aren't.
I apologize to all of our Dutch listeners.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you're not gonna be known for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you would be pretty pumped about this. It wasn't vegan.
Oh.
However, I had a really cool 4-course vegetarian experience
Nice.
in Amsterdam, but like a high-end, like super foodie.
Yeah.
And the restaurant's in a greenhouse.
I've seen this place advertised.
DeCoste, it's called.
Yeah.
It's in a greenhouse. They 80% of what they serve, they grow themselves.
Wow.
And it was one of the best meals I've ever had.
Really?
And what? How did you land there? Because obviously there's many 4-star restaurants.
A fan had told me about it. She said this is one of the best meals I've had. It's in a greenhouse. It's really cool. I looked it up. It looked cool. And I knew it was near the end of our trip. And I knew by that point, Jax would really want healthier food.
Yeah.
And fresh, and I
Yeah.
like the idea that they grow almost all of it.
What were you eating before?
I mean, when you're in Europe, there's a lot of pastries.
And Amsterdam's like they're famous for just like meat and gravy and
mayonnaise on their fries.
Yeah.
And this one was really cool. I mean, it was like celery mayonnaise on a rice cracker. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna like this.
That
It was
sounds
so
awful.
It was, and I don't like celery. It was so good.
Really?
The butter was like made with mushroom. That was incredible.
You don't have to sell me on it.
I know, but I'm just telling you because figured you'd love the veggie situation. Beets, roasted beets with like a brown butter sauce, which is weird to think of the combo, but it was so good. And
This
some
is-
kind of root vegetable, and the main dish was a mushroom.
Yeah, imagine that.
The main dish.
This is a bit of a May fact, but they recently found out cave people were.
Thank you for doing the non-binary.
Yes. They thought were mainly meat eaters, but it's reverse, that they were mostly plant-based and maybe 20% eating meat.
Wow. Really? And like foraging, because they hadn't, there's no agriculture yet. So they're just, wow, that's cool.
Yeah. So
any cave people in the?
Not that I know of.
Good question.
I'm not sure. Let me think.
And did you do any like sort of touristy Amsterdam thing? Like, did you go to the red light district?
I mean, we walked through it just because it's part of the that area. You're not like, it's not like you're going down an alley to find it. It's just you're walking through the area anyway. It's there. But that was like my third trip to Amsterdam, so I'd seen that before.
And you and Jax didn't get a prostitute?
God. You didn't get a... Can
you imagine? Hello,
yes.
Hello, ma'am. They're all in the window smoking a cigarette. Like,
I know.
Again, would you like my Dutch accent?
Let's hear it.
Hello, would you like to come in and make sexy time? That was kind of...
that was Borat.
That went to Russian.
You were all over there. Fortune cross the pond.
I don't think they do a lot of ladies stuff. I think they're like, if they do a lady situation, it's a couple, male, female.
Oh, really? Looks like someone looked into it. Okay. All right.
I like walking through there, and then I get really giggly when someone like waves at me from a window.
Yeah.
And then I found out that the time slots you're getting are only like 15 minutes. I didn't realize that. You're getting...
They get right to it.
People are going in, you got 15 minutes.
Fortune! What do you mean they get right to... Get right to what?
You're paying. You gotta...
How much is it?
Wham, bam.
Let's drop the facade here.
I did not research
What did you pay? What did you pay for
I
your...
have no idea how much it costs.
Okay.
Oh.
Like we're fools.
Yeah. What do you think you're talking
I'm too much of a...
We're Poirot over here.
I'm too much of a square. I could never...
Get a prostitute?
Yeah.
What about you, May?
I would get a sex worker, yeah. Like if... Yeah. I haven't.
Yeah.
But if the situation... if I was really lonely and... Yeah, I mean, I'm not against it, like philosophically.
Right.
And I'm realizing, because you just said sex worker, I'm very familiar with that term and I use it. But is prostitute not okay now?
I don't know. I'm not up to date, but I feel like I hear sex worker
during
more.
my research.
Yes.
I really don't know.
I feel like when I first moved to England, I looked into whether there was a market for like escorts for women, and that I could maybe be an escort.
You could be the escort.
Yeah, for like...
you'd get a lot of people paying some good money for that.
I couldn't find... There's no market for it.
Oh,
I couldn't find... Like, there was no existing, like, agency that would have...
Wait, I'm sorry. What?
There's not... It's only the female escorts for the men?
Yeah. Like, so there's not enough of a demand of, like, older women looking for... people like this guy.
A non-binary.
Because the women in general aren't doing that as much as men, right? They aren't looking for that.
I guess so, yeah.
Probably zero.
There's clearly some people looking for it.
Fortune was...
Yeah, oh, right. Sorry. I forgot. You just outed yourself.
Does anyone want to come into my window? Oh, come to my window.
Come.
What?
Guys!
We get it.
Is that what the song is about? Is that what Come to My Window?
Oh, closer to fine.
Come to my window. Hello, come into my window.
Wait a minute.
Hello.
Hold on.
Come in.
Melissa Etheridge
this is more French
does
now.
not end that sentence with
Window.
like she has a bad back.
Come to my window.
My back.
Come inside. Wait by the light of the moon.
We got to get a question from Melissa Etheridge.
Oh my God. Do you remember when there was all that talk around who was the sperm donor of her?
Oh,
Do you remember that was like huge?
It was me.
It was you.
Yeah.
Hold on, yeah. And it was on Oprah and everything.
It was the
Crosby.
Yeah, David Crosby.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was so, I mean, like ahead of it. They were on the cover of Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
And it was Melissa and her wife and the kids and David and his wife all on the cover of Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Katie Lang followed me on Instagram, and I got
Recently?
really excited today. I got so excited, and then I saw it's like Katie Lang's management team.
Oh no,
like,
it's
definitely,
like it's a fan page.
for sure. Katie Lang doesn't run this page. There's no way.
Katie Lang might pop in on Instagram every now and then.
She's too busy out sort of
farming.
Yeah, looking into the horizon.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, right. Yeah. Like standing in a pasture and staring off.
Just being handsome in a pasture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to brag, but the folks that sing Joe and the Button Factory followed me on Instagram.
Well,
we need to
look
talk
at
about
you.
this. We need to. So
Sharon Lewis and Bram.
Sharon Lewis and Bram, they're Canadian.
Yeah, they're Canadian.
Icons, but I've never seen a response bigger than that. People were so outraged that me and Tig
About
didn't know.
an imaginary song.
It's a children's song.
It's not real.
Joe and the Button Factory, for those of you handsome listeners who've been following along,
It was AI.
a few episodes ago, I introduced Joe and the Button Factory song. Tig and May looked at me like I was an alien, literally said, no one's heard of the song. And then
Turns out we were right.
Our friends from Canada, you guys would know them because they were famous for singing Skidamarinky Dinky Dink, Skidamarinky.
Now that's a tune.
You don't know that song either?
I don't need to be treated like this.
Well, that's their.
I don't know what
That's
got into
their
you this morning.
They were a huge part of my childhood. Yours
Same.
too?
Yeah, but I still maintain that the Button song, they're just in on this ruse now because
Well, I
it never
think-
existed.
No.
I feel like the
It's
Button
AI.
song was more obscure one of
Yeah.
theirs, but they
Thank
covered,
you.
But they covered it.
I feel like
And our handsome pod talking about it, they posted, they tagged me and tagged us, the handsome pod, and put their song on both Instagram and TikTok, and it went viral.
The
my
song
friends.
that they made up based on you making up a
they,
song.
I don't think they wrote the song.
No one
think
wrote the
it's
song.
Some song.
But
But
the-
the handsome pod made Joe and the Button Factory go viral. So
just
You said it got 4 million views.
I think it's fortune. I think it's crazy that you went online and you created thousands of bots and fake accounts just to go on Instagram and comment on our clip and be like, "I love that
whatever.
song."
Yeah,
whatever
was it worth it?
Was it worth
Hey,
it?
got 4 million. There's a song got like over 4 million views.
Well, when we're doing a live show in Canada, we should have them make
Oh
an
my
appearance.
God.
Well, I don't want to brag, but they did reach out to me and said,
We
"We'd love
heard
to
ya.
sing a song with you."
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
Okay,
I mean, I could put in a good word for you too.
I went to see them live when I was a kid.
Chatting with friends on the handsome pod. Chatting with
I
friends.
bet since I'm friends with them now,
Oh, God.
I could probably ask them, "Hey, can we all collaborate?" I think they'd be into it.
On a children's song?
They're in Toronto.
I mean,
You're saying essentially that I can get
I can.
Harry Styles.
yeah, that's how we're acting.
It's the
Sharon
equivalent-
Lois and
It's our
Bram.
childhood version of
Yeah.
that. I mean, we can sing with Melissa Etheridge too, whoever you'd like. But I'm just saying.
Come to my button factory.
Come inside, wait by the light of the moon. I can't wait to put out an album.
I used to do this VR boxing workout where I'd be wearing my thing, and then the music was Melissa. Well, you got to choose it out of a handful of
The
options.
boxing part had Melissa.
Yeah, and I
Etheridge?
would choose "Come to my window."
Why you
I'd be
box?
boxing alone in my
Do you
apartment.
start it off with "I dare you to come
Yeah.
to my window"?
Yeah, it was really incongruous music for that. I'd be sweating, and
Wow.
it was really cathartic.
I
though.
feel like
it.
this is the second time we've talked about Melissa Etheridge come to my window.
Is it?
Probably.
I think
Oh,
so.
I think at our last live show was when we talked about it.
Oh, okay.
You did a thing about the window part.
Oh, the lyrics. Yeah.
Yeah, because she's saying, "Come to my window. I'll be home soon."
Yeah.
So some girl is like sitting in her window.
Yeah.
Wait by the light of the moon.
Wait there. Like what a move.
Yeah.
Like Hey, listen, little Missy, come over here. Wait by my window by the light of the moon. I'll be home soon.
That's when you know they're into you.
When
they're waiting in
at your window. But when, Melissa? When I told you I will be home soon.
When I get done with the button factory.
When I'm finished at this other broad's window.
Yeah, that was at our live show, so if people didn't
they didn't
stream it, they didn't see that whole hilarious bit.
You missed it.
You missed it.
I feel like I had a Sharon Lois and Bram dinner mat.
Back to this.
Yeah, sorry. we gotta move on. Do you remember dinner mats?
Yes, of course. I was a child.
Do they still make them?
I haven't looked into it.
Because do your kids have that was big. You'd have your
Yes,
dinner
my
mat.
kids have dinner.
I did not have a dinner mat. I was raised by wolves.
Really?
Yeah, it was a free for all. Your food would go wherever.
I would have like a plastic dinner, and as a kid, like you just study every speck of that dinner mat, and you know the picture so well. And,
Yeah.
no, I haven't
That
seen
must be
one.
nice.
I should get my kids one.
I was breastfeeding on a wolf
Yes, I was.
on the teat.
That's why I'm half beast.
Should we get into our question?
I mean, sure, since you don't want to talk about our childhood songs anymore.
Well, I mean, I knew like Mary Had a Little Lamb and stuff.
That's a banger.
I don't know all of the.
I know.
You
Do you know this is a song that never ends? Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was. And they'll continue singing it forever just because this is
Thomas
a song
knows it,
that
too.
never
Was that a Canadian song? Am I just very in tune with Canadians?
I know. What's going on here?
Was that a Canadian
It was
song?
lamb
I don't
chops.
know.
Have
Oh,
you never
lamb
heard it?
chops, yeah.
Oh, that
I
little
also,
puppet.
part of it was that I was a Girl Scout.
This
Were
is
y'all-
coming up again.
No, but I'm just saying, a lot of these things I think stem from me being a Girl Scout.
What
I
would
was a
you-
brownie.
Okay.
Wait, so
Okay,
then you
now
guys
we can
good?
talk.
now you have some common ground.
Pull your chair up, bud.
Then, wait, you guys should know about how long you cannot drink or drink in your pee and and food.
Well, brownies go to like what, age 9, 10?
I don't know. I did it once and I was like,
Just one season?
yeah.
And you're like, I'm out.
There was some song that they would sing called like something like some friends are golden, some are silver.
Make new friends.
Make new
but
friends,
keep
yeah.
the old. One is silver and the other gold.
Do you know that one?
No,
2 against 1.
I like
love
it
Girl
though.
Scouts.
What would you do in Girl Scouts?
Just
Still?
eat cupcakes. No, back in the day.
You put on a little green suit and ate
Just eat
cupcakes.
and braid each other's hair. I
Yeah.
just love being in a room full of girls.
Yeah, putting
It was
lotion
like
on each
putting
other.
lotion on each other's arms,
Now, wait.
cuddling and sleeping bags.
Yeah.
This was my jam.
This is like me at camp. It's
Yeah.
like a horny time, but you don't
It's
know
a
it
horny
is.
time. You know, you're just rubbing, but you don't.
Fortune.
But you don't really like understand.
How old were you?
I mean, I started at 5 and went to 12.
See, I was smoking in the woods.
I know
Yeah.
you were. It was not
Huckleberry Tig.
Huckleberry
Yeah.
Tig had to get out of there. I just needed to be around the girls my age. I needed the boys to not be in the picture.
Right. So this was
Right,
like
you know, I was like, y'all need to leave me be with
See-
Jessica.
Nobody knew I was a girl, so I didn't need anyone to leave. And plus, I was also. Did you water ski in the swamps?
No,
Oh,
Wait,
see, that's what I
water
was.
ski in the
there were
swamps?
swamps
I was
where
like
I lived.
smoking and water skiing in the swamps.
Yeah.
You
Wait,
know.
with like alligators around?
Oh yeah.
Oh my
What?
gosh.
Yeah.
Like off the
Yeah.
back of a motorboat?
Yeah. Or
Stop.
off of the pier too.
Yeah.
Oh
no.
my god.
And you know, I tell people about that and they're like, "No way." And then I saw my brother and I was like, "We used to water ski in the swamps, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay." I started to think I made it up. But
That's insane.
Takes from like the bayou. It's
Yeah.
just different.
you know, you're water
Yeah.
skiing, smoking a cigarette, you know, you're 5.
I was.
Wetting my pants.
We had a whole different situation.
Wetting my cutoff shorts, no shirt on.
Yes, yeah.
I didn't wear a shirt when I was little. I'd
Same.
swim and just swim shorts.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed.
At 10, they were like, what is y'all's favorite TV show? And everyone was like, Beverly Hills 90210 or whatever it was. I was like, The Golden Girls. I was just in a different situation.
I
Old
have
soul.
one water skiing camp story, but I mentioned my camp counselor once before, and then she messaged me and was like, "You're talking about me again and using my full name?"
No.
Because I said Katie Anderson was my big crush at camp.
Said it again.
But look, we're pals now. I'm going to her wedding at some point, I think. But
she's like, "Do you really have to say first and last name?"
I know, and then I just did it again. But
Do you have her social security number?
yeah, and it's 312. So she was like the coolest to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if other people felt this way, but she was like the coolest counselor at camp, and she was in charge of water skiing, and I wanted to hang with her in the boat rather than have to get wet and get cold and be like, and I just wanted to be near her.
Yeah.
And hanging out, and she
Yeah.
wore like Oakley sunglasses and like a hoodie, and you know, so cool. And
What's her number?
yeah. So one day I show up, I sign up to water skiing. I'm like, oh, I'll talk to Katie and I'll tell her this joke or whatever, this fact. And then I show up.
Excuse me, do you know how many
Yeah.
teeth sharks have? Hello?
Hello? So I was like, oh, if I go and I don't bring my bathing suit, I won't have to go in the water. So I show up because it's the other side of camp, and I trudge over there, and I'm like, well, forgot my bathing suit, so I guess I got to sit in the boat with you. And she's like, no, you got to get in the water in your clothes.
What?
Yeah. And I was like, what? And she made me get in my
Like
jeans.
Katie's a real bitch.
Fortune!
I think Katie I think I was playing into it, and I loved it, but she was like, get in. So I went in my jeans and my hoodie, and
Holy cow.
I know for sure you were playing into it.
I was like
Yeah.
playing this like
Yes.
low status, like,
Yeah, yeah.
oh, poor, and trying to get attention. And then so I just remember like the weight of these clothes in the water, and it was kneeboarding actually.
Oh man.
And I'm lying there, and then the boat starts, and you got to pull yourself up onto your knees. And he's like
In a swamp?
in a Canadian lake, and
okay.
like my wet hoodie
Canadian
like
lake.
flapping.
Size of an ocean.
Huge. Well, no, this one was a little guy.
Okay.
And then I don't know if she remembers doing this, but basically she got the other counselor to take the wheel, and she flashed me, and I, you know, a normal
That's a
person would be like, ha ha ha.
dream.
I let go of the rope, and I just like wiped out on the like, and it was like my body was hitting concrete. Like I just wiped
Was
out.
that your first time
now
to
I
see
know.
boobs?
Now I know why she doesn't want you to use her first and last name.
I think she was wearing a bikini or something. I don't know, but I just was like, oh god, and I just wiped out.
I saw cleavage.
Boing.
Yeah,
Oh, those were the days.
those are the days.
Yeah.
I used to get real sad when she taled about her boyfriend. Oh my
Oh,
god,
that
I'd
was
be like,
always a buzzkill.
yeah,
Like, can we stop talking about Steve?
yeah, yeah. He's not good enough for you.
You could have all of this.
I also got her phone number and then called her. Maybe I was 14. I called her. She was at university. She was like 4 years older.
Wow.
And I remember calling her dorm from a payphone outside my school.
You're like, I'm at Timeless. Would you like to meet?
For a 50 at Timeless. Yeah, I remember her being like, cool, was there anything else you wanted to say? Like, I was just like, anyway, how are things?
Oh my God, you both were like little Macs at 14, macking on people.
Me?
Yeah.
I wasn't.
You're just smoking cigs?
I was just smoking and water skiing
Oh.
with alligators.
You weren't being a little Mac?
No. Nobody knew nobody knew my gender. Nobody
Oh.
knew what was going on. I just had a greasy bowl haircut.
Gotcha.
And which ties in nicely
Oh,
to
yes,
our
yes.
guest.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Whose hair is not greasy, but that was my hairstyle of choice for a long time.
You'd add the grease.
So
Yeah.
who is our guest, Tig?
So our guest today is a tremendously funny person that I like to claim that I discovered because there was a show that Netflix was making where you discover new talent and help nurture them, and then like the person that wins this competition gets their own hour.
Yeah.
Well, the pandemic hit.
Okay.
Everything went away. The show was canceled, never aired. But guess who I chose and who went on to explode and got her own HBO special, and I directed it.
It's a good origin story.
Wow.
It's
Who are you referring to?
Well, that's not all. She is a nationally touring headliner one of the funniest comics out there working today, and
Truly.
a dear friend, Atsuko Okatsuka.
Atsuko's so funny.
So funny.
And so unique.
Funny bones, like really.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, like unique. There's in comedy, when people say you got to find your voice, there is that, which means, what is your angle and what are you talking about? But also your delivery and just the way you use words and your inflection. And she has her own thing going on.
Very much.
And that special really popped. And very bright, and her outfit looked great, and her jokes were funny. Like, it really, like, you turned it on and it stood out.
Yes.
Yeah.
So funny. Well, let's
hear her. She also wears earrings, like, that are in the shape of a Cheeto.
Or eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of different.
Not even in a shape of a Cheeto. I think they use an actual Cheeto and, like,
dip it in something.
And then they dip it in something.
And it's an earring.
Well, let's hear our question from Atsuko.
Hey, handsome. This is Atsuko. I have a question for you. Okay, so you all kind of have iconic looks and haircuts that you stick with, and so do I. And I was wondering if you could choose your next look for your hair, what would it be?
Interesting. I mean, it's hard to imagine me without this big ball of puff.
It's not hard to. I can imagine anything I want at any time, and I'm
true.
imagining crazy stuff. I'm imagining a Marge Simpson blue.
Oh.
And
pigtails for me.
Pigtails.
No, not that I want, but I'm picturing them on you.
On me.
Yeah.
I mean, I do this character, Brenda, but I wear a wig, and she has straight hair. People love to straighten my hair.
Yeah.
They'll, like, I'll get on set somewhere, and they'll be like, you know what would be the funniest thing to do? We straighten your hair. I'm like, it's been done.
Wait, I like that they're not even saying, oh, that would look great. They're going to be hilarious.
Yeah.
If
They're like,
yeah.
They go straight to, like, comedy.
Yeah.
So I have had it straightened. I look insane.
Really?
So it just doesn't feel right. I have these chubby cheeks. I like having the fluff to sort of
You got a great look
It's
for
a great look. Don't mess with it.
Yeah.
How long has it been before?
The longest was in 2nd grade.
Down to your ass, right?
Alanis Morissette.
Down to the floor, like, do you know the country singer Crystal Gale?
No.
What?
2 against 1.
2 against 1.
What's her famous song? Sing it.
Don't it make my brown eyes blue?
Sing it.
I'm not going to sing that.
That rings a bell.
I don't know this song, do you?
Oh, there's
No.
so many. I've seen her live, and she's got hair down to the floor.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm,
Is she Amish?
she's an Amish country singer.
My hair was like to mid-back. But I've literally had this same haircut since I was like 18.
Yeah.
It just works. But it's crazy. My wife Jax is always like, can you put some product in there? She wants me to keep the curls tight and just like in place. But I'm like, it's a wild mess over here. Like, just let
You're
me be.
a wild
Jax
freak.
has a vision.
She has, well, when my hair looks really good, she's done it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But what is really good? I think
Like-
it looks really good right now.
Oh, thank you. This is me.
And I'm
That's all
not
you-
flirting
Like,
with you.
like-
People mistake my kindness as flirting.
I was wondering.
Okay.
Like my specials, when my curls are tight and it doesn't look like there's a lot of flyaways. It doesn't look frizzy. Jax has done it.
Okay. Well, I like frizzy flyaways.
I get out of the shower. She puts a bunch of product in it. She gets a diffuser and she scrunches it as she diffuses.
You're like her little doll.
I am. But if I could change this,
Which I mean,
like
these days there's got to be like an app where you can see what
Different
you look like.
hairstyles.
Yeah.
bob and dark,
Isn't that kind of a bob?
like a news lady.
Oh yeah, you're pretty news lady-ish.
Yeah, like
especially in that outfit.
here. I'm gonna take it back to you, Bob. Tell us what's going on in the weather today.
Thank you, Fortune. Today it is raining.
Well, Bob, that was just a great forecast. I'm very excited about what's to come. At least my plants will be getting some water.
All right, Fortune.
Oh, Bob.
And I'm Steven doing the sports.
I love y'all's mustaches.
What?
What about you guys?
You know how when someone is in love with you, they're supposed to be like, it doesn't matter what your hair looks like, but that's not. Like, anytime I've been like, I think I might go dark brown, whoever I'm dating is like, nah, don't do it.
Well, blonde is your signature.
Do you think? But I dye it.
Really? I've not seen it dyed.
Oh, no,
This is
this
dyed.
is
Oh,
dyed.
that's dyed. I do
Yeah.
get my hair sun-kissed as well.
Girls, my gray is au naturel.
I'm starting to get grays at my temple.
Well, this TV show I'm about to make, I was thinking about, because my character's a he, him, and like a trans guy who goes by he, him, and I was like thinking, oh, maybe I could try something different. I could go brown, but I'm scared. As I'm saying it, my blood pressure, like I'm feeling like my blood pressure's rising.
Wow.
I'm scared.
What color are your eyes?
Like greeny blue?
Yeah, green. Yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason, in pictures with your blonde hair, they look bluer.
I'm getting lost in your eyes.
Guys, get a room.
Don't make my brown eyes blue.
I've never seen you
Don't
without
it
blonde
make
hair.
my
Have you had it
brown
different
eyes
colors
blue?
before?
Yeah,
I just sang.
Oh yeah, that was
Well,
beautiful.
when we were in the middle of something, we didn't even hear it.
Well, look it up. Don't it make my brown eyes blue?
Don't it make a what?
Don't it make my brown eyes blue?
Okay, we'll look
Crystal
it up.
Gale. Got
Crystal
it.
Gale.
Mwah!
I've always
God, I
wanted
love
to.
the name Crystal.
Yeah, me too. And I've always wanted to say to someone, you know, why your eyes are so brown? Because you're so full of shit. I've always wanted to say that.
Why are you holding back?
I know. I don't know why I've
I'm
never
glad
had
you-
the perfect
I'm
moment.
glad you got that one off your chest.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm dying to say that to somebody.
You know what I've really been wanting to say to someone?
The moment
Hey,
will come.
if you come in here acting like that again, I won't let you. I'm just dying to say that.
I sometimes, like, as I'm going through my life, do you guys have imagined arguments with people? Like, sometimes I'm in a store and then there's no truth to it, but I imagine, like, what if that person came up to me and said, "You fucking gay lord," and then I'd say to them, "How dare you?" You know, and I'm like going through the whole.
Ooh,
I
well,
don't
that's
know.
a good
Lord.
response.
How dare you?
dare you?
Also, gay lord. I don't know where that
Gay
came
lord.
from.
Yeah, you gay
Well,
lord.
that one stung.
Gaylord would probably be one of the nicer.
Yeah.
Well, it just sounds like you're the
digs
landlord in like
gay people.
in West Hollywood.
Yeah.
my
Hello,
gay lord.
Gaylord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want your rent? You come get your rent.
Wow, Fortune. I've never seen you so upset.
Wait, so do you guys think I should go brown for this part? The part's like it's a thriller. Like I kill a teenager at one point by accident.
Whoa, don't
Yeah.
give away the plot.
Wow.
Go brown.
Yeah,
brown?
Mainly
I mean, try
because it's
something.
scaring the hell out of you.
Yeah,
So do something different and exciting.
that's true.
You can also dye your hair not in a permanent way, right?
Yeah, that's
and
true.
check it out.
like spray it or something, or
I don't. Isn't there like a
cover it in
a
fudge.
short term? I don't. Again, this is all natural. What you are looking at, there's not a thing added to my look that is not natural. But yeah, I would.
yeah.
You know.
It might take me like out of myself, so I'd feel like more of a character too.
Yeah, it might make you like just get in that zone more.
I might
Yeah.
get real depressed.
But then you have to go back to blonde, I think.
I think
Once
so,
it's
right?
done, you gotta
Yeah.
shake the character off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you dye your hair blonde
Um,
recreationally?
Nah, no.
It'd be a lot of work.
What do you mean? Like
You'd have to go sit in a chair and get that done
Blonde?
like every 4 weeks.
You'd have to get Debbie to do it, I think.
4 weeks it takes to dye hair?
No, you don't
No,
have to sit for
to keep
4
it up, to keep
weeks.
it up.
Oh, I was
Every
like,
4
oh
weeks.
my God, no.
4 weeks, 9 to 5, just to get your hair dyed.
Just to
Every
see
day.
if maybe I like it.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't interest me. In the 90s, when it was popular to have like, and maybe it is again or still or never went away, but like dark roots and blonde hair.
Oh yeah.
I used
I've
to
always
want
wanted
that.
I've wanted that
I have
too.
some wigs that have that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so we can get wigs that have the roots. So weird.
Yeah, like a kind of River Phoenix or like Blade Runner. I feel like they'd have like bleach blonde and then dark roots. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing that on this one girl going, oh, that looks really, and I never see hair that I'm like, Oh my God, I have got to get that.
But that was clipping out pictures to take to your
I
hairdresser.
gotta find out what this do.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same about cars. I don't really care too much about
How long
cars.
have you had this style?
I mean, it's a shorter version. I think I've had it a long time, but then when I see an old picture of myself, I have a longer, shaggier haircut.
Yeah.
So this, I would say I've probably had for, I mean, do you really care?
It's the part of the question. I'm just trying to get
Okay,
your
well,
backstory.
I would say I've probably had this haircut maybe 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
And I sometimes am very curious. Well, during the pandemic, I got to make a dream come true, which was to cut my own hair. I was always scared because I didn't want to mess it up and be walking around or having to film something. And then when the pandemic hit, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And I just went nuts, and I accidentally was good at it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd let you. I'd trust you to cut my hair.
I cut my father-in-law's hair
Really?
and Max and Finn's, and but yeah, even like that. I don't know if I talked about it on here, but that zombie movie I did.
Yeah,
that's my own haircut that I did in the pandemic, and done. Just
I had when I was filming this second season of Feel Good, I cut my own hair and tried to get to the back and took it was like a bald chunk in the back of my head. And so they had to take from a wig, and I was doing a sex scene that day, take from a wig a long blonde hair and glue it and then trim it. So I had like a patch of fake blonde hair, and I was so worried it was going to come off. And just knowing that the person kissing me was feeling this like crusty little toupee on the back.
Well, it's so hard to assume or accept that you look normal when you're filming and you have a wig on or something.
Oh, man,
Or, if you had facial hair or something.
On top of you.
But I am very curious, similarly, to just shave my head bald.
Really? Yeah. I sometimes... I'd shave the side, get a head tattoo, and then grow my hair back. So I know there's a tattoo under there. Maybe.
Wait, you do have a head tattoo?
No, I would. I'll get a handsome tattoo.
Yeah, please get a handsome one.
Put it on the list, Thomas.
No one asked.
I could not shave my head.
You couldn't?
I could not. I don't know. My hair is my security blanket.
Wait, did you say what kind of hair you'd do?
I would do a bob.
Dark bob.
Oh, right.
And work
and be in the news.
Right. I completely blocked you out.
I came with a whole new profession and everything.
I would do, not to acknowledge the stash, but I would do
please don't acknowledge the mustache.
Sorry. I would probably do this, if I could avoid the kind of puberty stage when people are on testosterone and they start trying to grow the facial hair, and I want to avoid that in between stage. But if I could have this,
and how do you avoid the in between stage?
You can't really. I guess.
Can you just shave it?
Yeah, I guess you could just keep shaving until it's like. But even my brother can't really grow a beard. Like I think in my family we don't really. But I would do like a blonde mustache like this. I think just for a while. Just to see.
I love a mustache.
I mean, it looks incredible on you. It's a whole personality.
Can y'all tell our audio audience what is on y'all's face?
Yeah, if you're listening.
No. They'll have to go to YouTube to see what's going on.
Yeah.
All right. There's a secret that these two have been hiding this whole episode.
Hiding.
It is top secret.
I don't have what they have
You
right
do.
now. How dare you? So yeah, go to our YouTube page if you want
to see Fortune's mustache.
I asked if I should join them, and I was told no. It's funny too.
Well, because you didn't seem like you were into it, and then when we were about to record, you're like, should I?
Well, because I felt like the weird one.
Well, you are. You look so weird.
You look really weird right now.
Yeah. Oh my God, Fortune.
And I didn't want to. I want to be a handsome team player.
I like the 2-against-1 dynamic on everything.
It does work for us.
Yeah. I'm worried about when I take this off. There's going to be like a red line.
There might be.
Yeah, there's going to be a significant kind of
whatever it is that you're referring to.
Yeah.
And what's the problem with that?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe that's my new thing.
Yeah. Red line.
Or like those, people get tattoos in their lip.
Yes.
Like inside.
I have a few of those.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That would be crazy if you opened your mouth and you had like Russian prison tattoos all.
Flip down your
Like,
lip. Flip down
It
your
says
lip.
Tig.
Surprise.
It says Tig.
And I did them all myself. I'm so
That's so
hardcore.
I
painful.
bought a tattoo kit. I have a home tattoo kit. So if you guys do want.
I definitely don't.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
But no.
No,
but
listen.
Someone will want to be tattooed by you.
Have you done your own?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that
It's not going to inspire confidence, I'll tell you that.
What is
much.
it?
Can we see it?
Is it a marshmallow or
You know,
something?
like, a lot of things like that.
If you're not watching our YouTube page, you're really missing out right now.
Got like a kind
May
of.
is showing their tattoos.
Oh, it's like a triangle?
Well, it's sort of like a speckly. I don't know. I did some.
I like that you started
May, I'm
small.
being very chill with your filthy shoes on the couch.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Well, I guess I wasn't
Filthy.
chill.
I know. yeah, super chill.
So, should we hear Atsuko's answer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should.
Okay, so I've been thinking, and I'm very close with my mom and grandma. There's 3 generations of us, and my mom and grandma both have short permed hair. So I thought my next haircut or my next look would be a short curly perm too. Finish off the 3 generations. Call it done.
I like that. If you don't know Atsuko, you should look Atsuko up because she has a very unique hairstyle.
Yeah, my childhood hairstyle.
But then if you see pictures of her, like her wedding pictures, it's down to like her shoulders. It's a trip.
Yeah.
It does look like a whole other person.
Yeah.
And she also has a hilarious grandmother that is always on tour with her and comes out in the special on stage.
Yeah, and when you say hilarious, you mean doesn't have a clue
why
what's
she's hilarious.
happening
Yeah,
or what she's
unintentionally.
saying or
Because they dance a lot together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her
'Cause-
grandmother is the cutest person alive.
Yeah.
Have
'Cause
you met
Atsuko-
her?
No, just seen
Uh-uh.
her.
Oh my God. When we have dinner plans, I'm like, can grandma come?
That's funny.
That's who I want to spend my time with.
Because Atsuko invented the drop challenge. Do you remember that?
Oh, that was huge. Yeah,
With the Beyonce song?
where you slide down.
You like go down very slowly
Mm-hmm.
to the Beyonce song.
Yeah.
That was Atsuko started that.
We should probably do the drop challenge.
Thomas.
Put it on the list.
So what is a perm? Like,
Like a really curly.
A permanent wave.
but how long does it last? And do they still do them?
It was definitely a popular thing. Like it was my grandmother's age, like very popular. But it involves a lot of chemicals, right?
Yeah, like how do they?
But you have a perm, right?
How dare you, Gaylord?
Fortune.
This is not a perm. But if you like those older women, that was like the style. They like, if they had straight hair, they wanted it to be curly, so they would get a perm to just have these really tight curls. And I don't know how long it would last, a couple months.
But also just girls and some guys would get them too. In the 80s, perms
Really?
were popular. I like to call them permanent wave. I like to elongate the word.
That's a good band name, Permanent Wave.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
There's got to be a band named that, no?
Well, there is now.
There is now.
Permanent Wave.
Did it feel really crusty, you think?
The perm?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I would go with my grandmother when she would get one into they call them beauty parlors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They would do not a perm on me, but she would give
See,
me
I knew it was a perm.
her lady would give me a hair
Perm.
wash and cut, and she had these giant nails, and she would just like wash my hair, and her nails would dig into my scalp, and it hurt so bad.
Oh, not in a nice way, like in
no,
a
it
bad
did not
way.
feel good.
Oh man.
Well, have you ever? I have the problem where when I go to a hair salon, which I don't really do anymore.
I believe they're called salons. Go on.
Hair salon. The person who's washing my hair, no matter who they are, what they look like, what they smell like, I'm just like, I think I'm in love with you.
I have the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Don't have that.
I can stay here all day. It doesn't feel heavenly to you?
Mm-mm.
It's so intimate. It's like you go back to being a baby or something. It's just, I want.
Oh,
I-
interesting.
yeah.
I'm like, when's this gonna be over?
Really?
Can you not get that water in my eyes? Ow! Why is it raining?
Oh my God. I'm just like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really.
interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like an ASMR thing, you know, that some people get like tingly sensations if there's very soothing and it's when they go like, is the temperature okay? I'm like, just the fact that you asked is heaven.
Oh, look at you two.
Yeah.
Y'all should go to a salon together.
2 against 1.
Why don't you guys go get tattoos and go to a salon together?
Fortune. Fortune.
I never knew that me not being part of your bit would really leave me on a island all to myself.
Are you really feeling it?
I wasn't until now.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like I can't really smile with this mustache on my face, and so it's really affected my like. I'm like, am I having fun? Because my face doesn't know it.
It feels like it.
I am having
How
a
much
great
do I
time.
look like I own a pizza parlor?
It looks so
Hey.
natural.
You're like a poet. You look like a poet, a guy that's like
Painter.
A
"Do you wanna
guy?
come-
I am a woman.
Do you want to come into my house and read some books?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
And I should probably have a sip of whiskey. I mean, I feel like my face is begging for it.
Yeah.
Nobody's had a sip.
You're
I know,
so
should we have a sip?
masculine. Sure.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Clank.
Clink.
Ah, yes.
Another.
Me and my poetry.
Just
Can we hear one of your poems?
relaxing in my
A
handsome
haiku, maybe?
shirt.
Mm.
Ooh.
The bird, it flew,
Whoa, that's strong.
and the people,
Oh.
oh, the people said, oh, birdie, go, you fly away, you bird, on your way to the high, high sky.
This is the first single of
Oh,
Permanent
please.
Wave.
Please, May, don't
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry.
interrupt my flow. And the bird knows where to go as it flies through the snow. Yes, yes. Yes.
Is it
And
over?
come the
Oh,
springtime, the bird who will have flown will be back to see family and friends. Tweet, tweet, flap, flap, fly.
Wait. Is
And-
it? Oh.
And furthermore, having said that, we must bow our heads in prayer.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And
Sharon Lois and Bram, we got a hit on our hands.
That was,
Amen.
Wow, that was
This is the
impressive.
big. This is just the middle of the poem.
Oh God!
And
You really wouldn't.
well, please, fortune, please. I'm really feeling it right now.
You
Why are you talking back to my poem?
really went into this character very easily.
Yes. Well.
I really like a poem that has a line in it that's just
And another
Oh my
thing.
God.
You really like a poem. What?
that has a line in it that's just yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
That's my
yes,
favorite
yes.
part.
Well, it
Yes,
rhymes.
Yes, yes.
It's
yes.
it's a triple rhyme.
That's
Yes,
true, yeah.
yes.
You look like that. May looks like a cop
All right, I'll
or a
take it.
mechanic.
I was
Yeah.
going more like Robert Redford and, you know, that.
I was thinking more like old grandma.
What?
Old
You know,
grandma.
sometimes they have the mustache.
Yeah.
I was thinking mechanic, maybe more mechanic.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey,
So-
you want me to tune your car?
I
That
kind of
kinda-
was
Yeah.
thinking more like the village people.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
You seem open to any of these.
I'm open to. Oh, yeah, I know. I haven't
May
really
wants
made
to
it
role
back.
play.
May's like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
okay,
okay, grandma,
yeah,
I like
that
it.
one, okay.
Okay. Well,
What a podcast.
What a podcast.
What a podcast.
Do you guys have anything to promote?
I do. I'm going to be at Dynasty Typewriter March 1st, and then I'm going to be at in Peekskill, New York, March 8th, and then March 9th is sold out in Maine, but March 10th I'll be in Waterville, Maine. And you can go to tignotaro.com for all show and ticket information. But I am working out new material in LA, and
Nice.
you don't want to miss it.
Oh,
That's
man.
right.
It was only then, as you were saying the dates and stuff, that I really took in the mustache and beard and suddenly was like, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. I couldn't look.
Well, you know, you
Yeah.
have a mustache
I know,
as well.
I know, I got it. Yeah. What about you, Fortune?
I'm on the last leg of my tour. So coming up, I have Durham and Wilmington, North Carolina. Los Angeles, I got a show at the Ace Theater, the Beacon in New York City. And then I just added dates, Albany, New York, Hartford, Connecticut, Bakersfield, and San Luis Obispo in California. And then Toronto is capping it all off.
When's Toronto? I'm going to send all my pals.
Toronto is May 18th.
Oh, I'll be there.
At the Massey Hall.
Oh, Massey Hall is a very historic venue. I saw the Kids in the Hall there.
Oh, nice. I'm excited.
Oh, I'll come.
Oh, I would love that. Please.
Yeah, everybody wear your handsome t-shirts to all these shows. Yeah, check out our merch. I got nothing to promote, really.
Maybe even wear a mustache to the show.
Wear a mustache to the show.
Yeah.
Make Fortune feel further alienated.
Propeller hats and mustaches.
Your May was rocking their little cowboy hat.
The little cowboy hat
looks really good.
Thanks.
Because it's like it's a color I haven't seen it really on hats.
You've never seen that color?
Not a lot on hats. It looks cool.
Fortune.
I've seen that hat, that color.
Okay, I got it out of you.
You can get one of these handsome t-shirts.
That's good looking.
We've been seeing these in crowds at shows, and they look really cool.
Yeah.
My girlfriend wears it as pajamas, so I'm seeing both your faces in my bed a lot.
That's right.
She's a real fan of the show.
She's a big fan of the pod.
I love that.
That's
awesome.
Great.
Jax will listen after the fact. She'll be like, "What did you say about me?"
Yeah, when she starts getting messages and stuff about yeah.
I know Stephanie will say things to me where she's like, somebody messaged me about, and it'll be something we said the day before at home in bed. And she's like, I'm like, oh yeah, I mentioned that. It's just like, wow.
We're sharing our lives with you guys because we love you and we appreciate you listening.
And you're our only friends.
Yeah, and we're your only friends.
Make sure you go to our YouTube channel to check out the video versions of this. Hi to all of you watching.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello.
And and
I'm sure I'll be around in LA doing shows. Yeah.
Check out. You have a.
I just post them on Instagram and stuff. I'm usually at Largo once a month. Yeah.
Nice. And also tell your friends.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Tell your friends. We love you. I'm sure we'll love your friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Bring them along. Share your favorite episode with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's probably this one.
I was just going to say, is it this one?
All right.
This goes down in the handsome, what do you call
folder.
Folder. This is definitely in the handsome folder.
Yeah. Well, until next time.
Keep it handsome. Pew, 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 pew.